You know, I would have loved to have been on this card, but it was too close to my last fight. So hopefully, maybe I could get on the Buffalo card if New York does the right thing and let your boy come out there and fight. You know, so I'm excited for the future. I'm just ready to go.
How's your body feel?
My body feels good. Besides my Achilles feels like a little tender to the touch, but that comes with the territory just from throwing a ton of kicks. I'm very kick heavy in my fight style, so it happens every single fight. But besides that, I'm already grappling, I'm already wrestling, so I'm ready to go.
Who's someone you'd like to see next?
That's a hard one. I'm in a weird spot. You know, 2 split decision losses. It kind of puts a limitation on who I can call out and be realistic with myself. I mean, but honestly, I think I should be right there to fight Cruz. But you know, the last fight didn't go my way for whatever unfortunate reason, so I can't call that guy out. So I'm just in a weird spot. I don't know who else is there for me to fight, but at this point, honestly, whoever they give me. I know I hate when people say that, but honestly, whoever they give me, I just have to take the fight.
Have you come to terms with those reasons that you said?
I have not come to terms with that loss, man. You know, the Caraway fight, I can understand that because the guy took me down, controlled me for about a minute and a half, 2 minutes in the third round. The second round, he had about a minute and a half of control time. So that, I can understand that. You know, there's some logic behind that. But the way I grew up fighting, the way I understood boxing rules and everything was you hit the guy more than he hits you, you win the fight. That makes sense to me. So when I'm thinking I'm sitting there on cruise control in rounds 1 and 2 and I'm trying to feel the guy out, and he's this big striker, and nobody talks about this. This is what kind of bothers me. Nobody talks about, he's the counter striker, I'm the wrestler. I'm the guy that everyone says is afraid of getting hit. I'm the guy that everyone says doesn't want to get any striking exchanges. I'm not a real fighter. Quote of Cody Garbrandt, I'm overrated and I have no hands or whatever. So in my head, I'm just like, I'm hearing all this stuff and I let the media and fans and everybody and their mother and their baby mothers influence me in my fight style. So I go out there to prove a point that I can fight standing and decide to not use my wrestling, which kind of hurt me in the long run, but I think I answered a ton of questions. I can take a punch. I can dish it out. I just choose not to because the path of least resistance is take the guy down and strangle him because that's what I'm good at. I don't call myself the Funk Master. I don't call myself the Human Anaconda, the Human Backpack for no reason, you know? And that's just being honest. And when I look at this fight, I rewatched it a couple times and I scored the fight. I landed 32 strikes to his 15. And I even counted the low blow for him. I counted the low blow for him. So for me to count the low blow and him have 15 strikes landed in that first round, I land 32. I don't know, logic doesn't tell me I lose the fight. So when I read MMA outlets saying, oh, Sterling wasn't busy enough, I almost feel like I'm being attacked because I'm not doing things that are spectacular or flashy enough or dominating enough. But we're not here to watch that. We're here to watch the fight. So if I'm winning the fight, score the fight on the fight, not what you know about me. And that's my only real frustration. So I go into the fight and in the third round, after the end of the third round, I put my hands up. I'm thinking I won. It's not to do this for the crowd. I think I won. But sure enough, I had a split decision. I try to keep the poker face and let everybody know, like, that's the part that's disheartening. I felt like I did everything I could, and then in the third round, I said, let's put an exclamation point and put a stamp on this fight and go after this guy and really try to get the finish. And I felt like I tried to do that, and I outstruck the guy. I think he probably landed 1 straight left in that third round. I popped my head back, and then I came right back forward. And I don't know, man. You know, I almost want to ask the judges, if you don't count leg kicks, you don't count body kicks, why not? So if you don't think they're effective in the scoring criteria, they're not effective striking, effective striking, effective grappling. So how about I kick you in the body and kick you in the leg, and you tell me how that feels, and then you tell me if that opponent that I just fought doesn't feel the same thing. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense to me. So if you don't actually know what it feels like to be in there, for you to be judging a fight and not know what you're scoring, that screws so many guys over. And it's not just me, it happens time and time again. I'm not trying to make excuses for me not going after the guy earlier, because I could have done that, but I respected the guy too much. Like people say, he's a world-class striker, and I think I showed I can strike with anybody, man. I can strike with anybody. He landed more punches, harder punches and strikes on TJ Dillashaw, who's fighting next in line for the world title, opposed to me. I just don't get it. So that's kind of where I just try to wrap my head around that and try to go back to the drawing board and figure out what I need to do. Because obviously, if you take the guy down and you're laying on him, you're winning the fight, even if you're not doing that much damage. And they're supposed to change the rules. If the guy's attacking off his back, he's supposed to win the fight. But I guarantee you don't see that happen. The guy's gonna be on top, and they're gonna score the fight for the guy that's on top. And it's unfortunate. That's not how fights should be scored. It should be the guy actively trying to finish the fight, actively being more effective with his striking, landing more strikes, and that's how you win. And the perfect example was Maidana versus Mayweather. You go back to that fight, the first one, Maidana threw about twice as much, even though he didn't land twice. I think he did actually land twice as much. He threw like 800 strikes, and Mayweather threw like in between 450 or something like that. But Mayweather wins the fight because he's the more effective, cleaner striker, and he's pivoting, using angles, and he's making it look like the guy can't touch him. I thought I did that. I honestly, wholeheartedly thought I did that. If the judges saw it the other way, you know, I can't argue that. All I can do is control what I do when I step into the octagon. And that's what's frustrating for me.
Does it bother you the fact that people think getting hit is cool?
Yo, that's the most annoying and ignorant thing I've ever heard. Oh, he doesn't like to be punched. You want me to punch you in the face? You want me to punch you in the face and you tell me how that feels? Stand right there and let me punch you in the face and you tell me that if you like to get punched. You know what I mean? It's just the art of fighting is striking, and they say the sweet science of boxing, hitting and not being hit. So what are we doing here? When I'm standing in front of your face and I'm putting my hands down waiting for you to strike, and people are saying, oh, he's putting his hands down, he's showboating. I'm not being cocky. I'm just trying to show everybody that I'm that confident in my skill set, and it's a belief in my training and myself. And I think if you don't have that feeling, that confidence, I'm not saying you have to put your hands down, but I'm showing the guy like, I'm in control of this fight right now. You can't even touch me if you want to. I'm standing right here. You're gonna swing and you're gonna miss. I'm gonna lean back. I'm gonna sidestep, and you're not gonna be able to touch me. Dude, the craziest thing is when a guy throws a leg kick or a body kick and you check it and you throw that thing down and you return a leg kick, all your weight's on that front foot and you feel the entire impact of that kick. And people don't even understand how high level of a striking technique that is. And it's like, people just don't appreciate the art of fighting and the art of mixed martial arts, and that's what I'm all about, man. I'm about mixed martial arts. I'm not about there going out to brawl, a glorified street brawl. I don't want to do that. That's not what I'm here to do, and if fans can't relate to that, then you know what, you get in there and go brawl and get your head beaten. I'm proud to say I'm one of the least hit fighters in the UFC. I'm proud to say I have the most leg kicks or body kicks landed probably all of the UFC. I mean, I don't know, man, what else do I have to do? What else do I really have to do? And I'm passionate about this stuff. This is what I live for. This is what I gave my life for. I put my degree on the back burner and threw that thing in pretty much somewhere where I can't find it right now, in the abyss, so I can try and pursue something that I wholeheartedly wanted to do. And I don't have to do this, you know, but I want to do this. I enjoy this. This is life. This is the way of life for me. I don't need a ton of money. I just want to be able to do what I enjoy doing. And I just want to be judged fairly, man. I don't want no bias. Scoring system, people just gotta, I don't know, man. I gotta figure out, maybe I go out there and hump the guys like to death next time.
How many times have you watched it?
I probably watched it about 10 times.
And how would you say your confidence is now? I mean, after losing two straight after the contract, you've never experienced this before.
No.
Where's the confidence at?
The confidence is still there. It's just, I almost feel like my back's against the wall, even though there's split decision losses that could have gone either way. The Caraway fight, I feel like I still did my thing. Even though, like I said, I can see that. I can understand that. But this one is just like, man, I feel like I was prepared to take out a veteran who's been in the game for so long. He's fought Jorge Masvidal. He's beat Jorge Masvidal. And I'm like, I'm right there with these guys, you know? On a technical standpoint, I'm right there with these guys. So it's hard for me to go back and look at that and discredit everything I've done, discredit all the training I've done, and get down on myself. I'm a positive person. I feel like the more positivity you have in your life, the better it's going to be for your outcome. And it's just frustrating because, like I said, I feel like my back's against the wall for losses that aren't really losses. I didn't even drop in the rankings. I stayed right there. Sunset should have. He went up. I thought he should have went down. I mean, after that performance, they said I wasn't busy enough. So if I'm not busy enough and I threw twice as many strikes as him, what was that for him? And this is where I get off saying the whole bias thing. So I want people to understand what I'm saying. If I wasn't busy enough, what do you call that, what he did? So you're judging me on the curve. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if that's fair. I don't know if people agree with me or not, but the proof is right there. I look at the UFC strikes after they posted after the fight, and they said I landed 13 punches at the end of the third round. And I'm just like, 13 punches? Are you serious? Who's counting this stuff? Like, I don't know, man. I'm frustrated, but I can tell you what, my next fight, I'm coming out the way I did for that third round, and that's gonna be the fourth round, the fifth round, until I put that guy away. So that's all I can do. All I can do is take what God gives me, put it in my hands, and control my future that way. I can't control what the media, I can't control what the judges do, I can't control the ref. The guy kicked me in the nuts, you can hear it, The ref said, I didn't see it. You don't need to see it. You can hear it. You know what I mean? It's frustrating. It's frustrating.
You have a message for Cody Garbrandt?
I don't have no message for that guy right now. He can say I'm overrated and all this stuff all he wants, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna get back on track, and I guarantee you we're gonna meet one day. I guarantee you we're gonna lock horns. He better hope that he better pray that he freaking beats TJ, because I think TJ has him on a technical standpoint. I think Cody just hits harder, but it's gonna be a good fight, and I think TJ's gonna surprise a lot of people. But that's just me as a fight analyst, the way I like to break down fights.
What about the people saying that he's basically the king of the division now, going to be with him being 25?
He's the king of the division because he knocked out guys who stand right in front of him. Okay, fight a guy who uses footwork. Fight a guy who actually moves. Not like Cruz. Cruz started chasing him. A guy who actually uses footwork and lets him bring the fight to him. It's a different thing. Now I'm playing Matador, and now I'm doing the ole. You understand what I'm saying? People don't understand. This is not checkers. This is chess, and that's the way I look at this whole fight game. There's a counter to every single counter, and there's a counter to every counter that has a counter. There's a counter to that, and that's the way I approach this whole thing.
I was just curious, you said, hey, New York, let your boy fight. What did you mean by that?
Well, from the last fight that was supposed to happen in Albany, there was some discrepancy and whatever happened, and they pulled me from the card, but hopefully things come around and they allow me to come back to fight in New York. I'm allowed to fight anywhere else, but it's just New York is kind of strict. They're new, so they're just trying to be on the, I guess, err on the side of caution kind of thing.